What's going on, everyone? Today we have Clano here, who got imprisoned, rallied, and swarmed when he was random teleporting out of Kingsland after we forfeited KVK. You can see here he got random teleported into 1647 territory. He does have a good garrison though for his city garrison, but today we are going to be watching him defend and imprison, city rally, and a full swarm on his city, which, spoiler alert, he actually does pretty decent here. However, he does make a couple critical mistakes. You will see me tapping on here quite a bit just to check his power, and you can see right away he did not heal his hospital. You can see at the beginning he was 82 million power. Here, after that first rally and swarm, he was down to 74 million power, and so he did not get a heal on, which, if you guys didn't know, when you are getting attacked, you are not able to heal your hospital. But in between swarms will be like half a second amount of time for you to click the heal button and then speed up your hospital, gem it, or whatever you need to do to get your hospital healed. And so you will see me continuously click on it. You can see he did get a heal there and gained about 4 million power, which was about his full hospital. And so he went up to 76 million power, which is what you need to do in the situation, because then you will trade much more positive in the situation, because there is really no way he can get out of this. He has War Frenzy. I believe he was either, I think he was hitting cities. You can see at the very bottom left, you can see a city burning. And I believe he was also hitting farmers in this area. I'm not totally aware of what he was doing here, but obviously they caught him. They had an imprison ready, so they imprisoned him, launched a rally. He did not have War Frenzy enough to get into second imprison, as far as I know. But they did do quite a bit of damage here in this city rally and mostly swarm. And so you can see here, I continuously click here to just double check the city, see if he's getting heals on, because that is really how you trade positive. You can see right there, he did just gain 3 million power, just over 3 minutes left on this imprison. And they do, at the end of the day, get him pretty low in power here. And this is a guy who, I mean, I don't want to throw tons of hate to 1307 because I really respect them as a kingdom, but he was talking a lot of trash in Lost Kingdom chat. He does drop into my live streams quite a bit, and sometimes my comment section, dropping some hate in there. But I mean, all love for Clano. I don't hold anything against him, but personally, it does feel pretty good to see him get imprisoned and swarmed. Like I said, he does trade somewhat positive here, but losing at the end of the day around 12 million power. Just because he did make a couple of mistakes here. At the end of the day, though, he did do pretty decent on his defense, having a good city garrison with Xeno, very anti-swarm. But at the very beginning, he did make a huge mistake not getting that first heal on, which then made it way easier for them to swarm him, because then his highest power would be about 72 million, because throughout this entire thing, he is taking dead troops. Even when his hospital does get healed, he is filling up every single time. So every time they are swarming him to 0 here, he is taking dead troops. And we will be looking at the report that he did send in the Lost Kingdom chat. He did not send all of them because, I mean, there's way too many to send here, because every single time he gets rallied, he is getting another report sent in. Or every time he gets swarmed, I should say. Every time his garrison drops 0, that's a different report. And so it's way too many reports to look through. One thing that definitely could have been done better by 1647 was who was swarming. You could see you had a couple of garrison, or a couple of gathering commanders that were swarming. Like you had a Siandok, I believe, that was just swarming. I just saw a Trajan there earlier. Just commanders that really you shouldn't be swarming with. I understand you're trying to loot him at the same time, but like in this situation, he's not zeroed. He still has troops. He's still healing. So in this situation, you really want to make sure you're still swarming with good commanders. One of the best ones to swarm with is obviously going to be Nevsky Joan. And then like XY Nevsky, or really anything that with cavalry is going to do really well in this situation. But once again, you have a Trajan and Mulan that's swarming on the far right over there, which you really just don't want to have swarming. Another Trajan there on the bottom, but you can see he's down to 65 or 68 and a half. You can see there's a Siandok that just died. This was early in the morning for me, so I do have alarms going off, as you can see in the top. But I saw the imprison, so I started recording right away on my phone. But yeah, so this was a pretty decent city garrison by Clano. I was impressed that he actually defended the way that he did. I did expect him to get fully zeroed. I somewhat expected him to be talking in the Lost Kingdom chat during this and then miss a heal. Like full disclosure, I totally expected that to happen. He does have the general title as well, so he is getting a little bit of a boost there. His Imprisoned is nearly over here, and he does teleport out. I believe he definitely didn't want to get zeroed in this situation. But he did drop a lot of power, and like I said, we will be taking a look at the report here as well. But here is the final couple attacks of the Imprisoned. Then right after that, he will be able to teleport out and save the rest of his troops. And obviously in KVK, you will get half these back, so it's not really the end of the day losing this amount of troops. But he did get teleported out right here, so we will take a look at that report. So this is the report that he sent. You can see right here, this is after the new update. So you can see the total amount of kill points exchanged from the rally. I didn't get all the swarms, unfortunately, which would have been really good to get. But you can see the rally here did get 15.5 million kill points. And then Clano got 6.4, mostly from the swarmers as well. So then we can take a look at the individual battle trends here. So then we'll scroll down. You can see this was the rally. We had a Nevsky Attila. So full rally there, 123,000 deads. So really good rally here with the Nevsky Attila. The rally got 11.8 million kill points here. And then remaining, there's lots of troops left in the rally after it got done. But obviously there was a swarm right away too. But Clano had a Xeno YSG, which is interesting. He must not have YSS if that's the case. But he was getting that AoE benefit from YSG, which is great. So he had 4.14 million units in his hospital, 234,000 dead, and 542,000 in the hospital from the rally. Obviously, he did get filled up in his hospital from the swarmers as well, but not as much as the rally did, as you can see here. He did get 2.2 million kill points from the rally, and then you can see he did burn because you can see the resources get lost here as well. So I'm going to scroll down and we'll take a look at some of the swarmers. So you can see there's Bertrand YSG, which is not really something you want to be swarming with. And that one didn't trade great. This one, Saladin William, not the best trade either. You can also see the kill points at the bottom here, which I really like that you can see that now. Rather than just looking at the total power loss, you can actually see the amount of kill points it's showing you here too, which is really cool. So we'll just go through these one by one. This isn't a super long report because this was just the first one. And then, like I said, unfortunately, we did not have a second report here after all the swarmers. But this one was a Zhang Yu Tommy, which is definitely not really something you want to see. But they had 95,000 units to begin with, and then 91,000 dead. So this was a really, really bad trade for him. You can see this one kind of skewed the total report because Clano got 1.25 million kill points from this one guy alone, which really just made a huge mistake trying to swarm with this because that's just not really smart. We'll keep on going here. This one traded positive. This is the Scipio Tariq. 414,000 troops, so he had a full T5 here, 10,000 dead, inflicted 4.7 thousand dead and 38,000 in the hospital for Clano. Did get almost 700,000 kill points here as well, so traded very positive with that Scipio. This one, Nevsky William, also traded pretty positive. You can see the power is almost double, 13,000 dead to 1,200 dead and 39,000 in the hospital. Kill points obviously really good there as well. And then Trajan Ethelfled here actually traded pretty sideways, which is impressive. This guy must have pretty good tech. You can see 440,000 units in the marks. That's insane. Getting that extra troop capacity here really helps. 10,000 dead to 3,700 dead, plus 12,500 in the hospital. And then as we keep on going here, Nevsky Joan trades positive there. And then we can see a couple AoE here at the bottom. Zhang Yu Mehmed actually traded really positive. This is, again, after the update. So Mehmed is actually getting a really good benefit here from getting that extra troop health and skill damage from his new museum buff. If you guys haven't unlocked that, definitely use it if you are using Mehmed because that is crazy. Same with all the other first gen commanders that are in the museum. The new buffs are really, really good. So you can see the Zhang Yu Mehmed traded very positive, 9,000 dead to 16,000 dead. You can see this is toward the end because Clano has a lot less troops, 3.2 million troops. And then his hospital is basically full. So you can see he is taking more deads at this point than Sev wounds. A little more AoE here from people trying to swarm, which is really positive for Clano because, you know, he's using YSG. And we have a Guan Yu and Scipio. Trade's pretty positive, not super positive, but you can see hospital almost full there. But again, we'll take a look at the rally report just so we can finish with this. But you can see 5.8 million power loss to 1.1. So the rally traded really, really positive. At the end of the day, Clano lost about 12 million power. I'll show you guys the before and after of his city. So these are the first and last screenshots I have from his city being rallied. So the first initial attack on his city, he had 82,414,000 power, and then 3,595,000,000 kill points. Then we can see at the very end, he has 71 million power and 3.645 billion kill points. So we can see he lost about 11 million power. I believe at the very end, he was 70 million, roughly. So at the end of the day, he lost about 12 million power, and he gained about 50 million kill points. And the reason why he traded so positive is because he was able to heal his hospital throughout the entire thing, besides that first rally, which really screwed him over because he did not get the heal immediately, which is really what made the report a lot worse for him. If he would have had that first heal, he would have traded very positive. He would have been about like 76 to 78 million power for all the swarms, which definitely would have hurt a lot more instead of being in the lower 70s at the swarm. So at the end of the day, Clano did pretty decent in the city defense. He handled it well. He had a good garrison with anti-swarm and AoE, but like I said before, talking trash in Lost Kingdom chat doesn't always get you the best results. Like in this case, he was a target for Imprisoned. So if you guys want to avoid stuff like this in the future, try to dial it down in Lost Kingdom chat. I know Clano won't because he loves talking trash. But if you guys want to avoid being imprisoned and potentially getting zeroed, like Clano almost did here, make sure you guys are a little more mindful when you are talking in Lost Kingdom chat. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. Clano, I'm sure you will see this because I'm sure you will comment on this. I will pin you if you do. But like I said, thanks for checking out the video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.